It takes just one spark to change a child's life, and that spark is STARBASE Alpena.
STARBASE is really fun. It takes learning to a whole new level.
Our curriculum is national standards based, and it is updated continuously. We're always trying to stay on that cutting edge to make sure that when students come in here, they're seeing something that's going to really show them what their future could hold.
STARBASE Alpena is a place of wonder that offers hands-on, minds-on learning to area 5th and 6th grade students. When the bus full of students arrives on the military base, the stage is set for an inspiring experience of immersion into the worlds of science, technology, engineering, and math, also known as STEM. STARBASE classrooms are staffed by certified teachers with a focus on 6 core curriculum components: physics, chemistry, engineering, technology, mathematics, and STEM careers.
When the students come to a military base, it's very exciting for them. It's something that they never got to experience most of the time before. It broadens their horizons and makes them very motivated and enthusiastic to be here and to learn while here at STARBASE Alpena.
Here, so we have to use what?
Safety!
Yes, okay.
3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Rocketry is a really fun way to learn about Newton's laws of motion. You have all 3 laws that are involved, and the students get to do a hands-on launching of rockets when they're doing it.
I think the exciting thing about STARBASE for children is it's a full-on hands-on experience. We're at school, we have to do a lot of seat work, there's a lot of writing, and it's just a different experience.
You ready? I'm not gonna lie to you, that's my favorite part of the day.
I would encourage all teachers to attend STARBASE. Bring your children, it is a wonderful experience. It's humbling to watch the wonderful teachers here. They're so energetic and hands-on, and they have such great knowledge of science and technology here at STARBASE.
When I say robot, something pops into your mind. Give me one word description of what pops in your mind. Okay.
I think it's really fun. I love it. I'm glad we got to come.
Whoa.
And you did it. You inflated the entire bag.
My favorite activity is testing the fluids. It makes me more excited to do science back at school because I think of it makes the world go round. You never know what you're going to learn about, and there's so many things to explore.
I come maybe about once a month, rotating in and help tell what an engineer does, and more specifically what a military engineer does. And some of these kids don't really know what somebody in the military does. Usually the assumption is that we all just shoot guns and play Army. That's one of the things I tell them, is that there are some really cool technology jobs in the military.
The kiosks are really a nice hands-on way of learning principles that it's not me standing up there in front of the classroom teaching them at this point. They're exploring it themselves. They're following a lesson through, and they're making discoveries.
The thing I like most about STARBASE is the teachers probably, and the Creo, because I really like to design things. You can design things, and then if you have a 3D printer, you could print them.
Try to convince them. Take time away from video games to sit down and create something. You can use your imagination, you can do anything you want, and you're learning a valuable skill, because in the world that they're going to be growing up in, they can create their own things. They can really get a good job doing this. CO2 dragsters is really high-speed fun. It's using a CO2 cartridge to propel a vehicle down a track, and we're testing Newton's forces with it.
At STARBASE, it's amazing. The kids are so into all of the projects that happen. They're very interested in seeing and doing the hands-on experiments.
When I got to STARBASE, I knew I wanted to become a scientist because I just really like it here. I love everything about it.
I think they're a little surprised when they sit down at the program and see that they actually have to put in what it is that the robot is going to do. Then when they see the robot doing what they told it to do, that's where it starts to open doors for them. They want to learn more.
Teachers need to bring their kids to STARBASE just because it's bringing a lot of the experiments into real life that you cannot do in the classroom. We don't have the funding for it in most schools, and with the help of STARBASE, they actually see what they're learning in real life.
You couldn't possibly expect any school district to be able to have the things that we have here. So that's why we reach out to as wide an area that we can.
I would absolutely promote schools to come to STARBASE because it is an inquiry-based learning. It revolves around the STEM program, which is a huge initiative.
We want to reach out and just any student that's out there that hasn't been to STARBASE, we want them to come in and experience this.